It looks like the rugby world is buzzing with the news of a new breakaway league called our 360. This league is trying to reshape the landscape of rugby by attracting some of the biggest names in the game, including four Springboks who have reportedly signed pre-contract agreements. The ambitious competition, led by figures like Mike Tyndall and other notable executives, aims to kick off in September 2026 and promises a format that resembles the Indian Premier League, featuring Grand Prix-style events worldwide. As an All Blacks fan, it's hard not to feel a mix of excitement and concern about how this league could impact our beloved team and the sport as a whole. The very idea of a league that draws top talent from across the globe and offers an alternative to traditional rugby is intriguing, but it raises questions about player loyalty and the future of international competition. Would Artie Savia or any current All Blacks consider making the leap into this new venture? Fans, what do you think? Go All Blacks in the comments. While the four Springboks who sign on are still under wraps, it's important to note that no current All Blacks have joined this league. This is a relief for us, as the All Blacks' integrity and strength are paramount. We all know the importance of having our best players available for international duties, especially with upcoming challenges like the Rugby World Cup. The R360 League has promised to keep a gap in its calendar for international matches, which is a positive sign. But how long can we rely on that commitment? What's particularly interesting is that our 360 seems to be targeting slightly older players, but they're also eyeing young talent, which could mean we might see some emerging stars venture into this league. Will New Zealand's rising stars be tempted by the allure of a new league? Only time will tell. As fans, we should keep a close eye on these developments. The rugby world is constantly changing, and while this new league could bring some exciting opportunities, it's also a challenge to the traditions we hold dear. We want to see the All Blacks continue to shine on the international stage. What do you think about the potential of players like Savia being lured away? Share your thoughts, and let's discuss how this could shape the future of rugby. What city are you from? And what's your opinion about the All Blacks in light of this news? Don't forget to subscribe and comment. Go All Blacks! Bryn Hall, the former Crusaders scrum half, has shared some exciting insights about Richie Mo'unga's upcoming return to New Zealand rugby. After spending time in Japan post the 2023 Rugby World Cup, Mo'unga has signed an 18-month deal with New Zealand Rugby, the Crusaders, and Canterbury, which positions him for the All Black selection for the next Rugby World Cup in 2027. This is fantastic news for All Blacks fans, as Mo'unga, who made his debut in 2017, has already showcased his skills in 56 tests. His experience and talent will surely bolster the team's prospects as they gear up for the World Cup in Australia. What do you all think about Mo'unga's return? Go All Blacks in the comments. Mo'unga will be back in action with the Crusaders during the 2027 Super Rugby Pacific season and will also represent Canterbury in the National Provincial Championship, NPC, for 2026 and 2027. It's clear that Scott Robertson, the All Blacks coach and Mo'unga's former boss at the Crusaders, has long desired to bring him back into the fold. Hall mentioned on the DSBN podcast that the discussions around Mo'unga's return have been ongoing since Robertson took the reins. However, the short-term nature of the contract means he won't be available for All Black selection until October 2026, which is a bit of a letdown. Hall, who knows Mo'unga well from their time together at the Crusaders, expressed confidence in Mo'unga's ability to transition back to the international stage seamlessly. He highlighted how Mo'unga has been thriving in Japan and believes that his experiences there will only enhance his game when he returns. It's a great day for New Zealand rugby to have a player of Mo'unga's caliber back in a mix, especially with the 2027 World Cup on the horizon. It's worth noting that Mo'unga's time in Japan has not only provided him with championships, but also invaluable experience in leading a team to success. Hall mentioned that Mo'unga's mindset is simply exceptional, and that competitive spirit is something we all admire. He is not only focused on personal achievements, but also aimed to uplift those around him, which is a quality that we need in our All Blacks. There's no denying that Mo'unga has unfinished business with the All Blacks, and his return seems motivated by more than just setting up his family financially. The allure of winning a World Cup is a massive driving force, and I think that's something every All Blacks fan can rally behind. How do you feel about Mo'unga's potential impact on the All Blacks as they head toward the 2027 World Cup? Where do you think he fits in the team? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let us know where you're watching from. Go All Blacks! Leroy Carter is making waves in the rugby scene. And as an All Blacks fan, I couldn't be more excited about what he brings to the team. This 26-year-old winger from the Chiefs has been named as injury cover for Caleb Clark in the upcoming Rugby Championship. It's always thrilling to see fresh talent getting a chance, and Carter's inclusion in the squad of 36 players shows that Scott Robertson is keen on tapping into new potential. Now, here's a little backstory that shows Carter's personality beyond the pitch. He recently shared a hilarious mishap where his dog chewed up his passport just days before the team's departure to Argentina. Can you believe the bad luck? As he recounted this at the All Blacks media session, it was clear he has a good sense of humor about it all, despite the panic of trying to sort out an emergency passport. I mean, who hasn't had a pet cause chaos at the worst possible moment? This situation only makes me root for him more. It shows he's relatable, and we all know that a player's character can significantly impact the team dynamic. Now, with the team heading to South America, fans are eager to see if Carter will make his Test debut against Argentina. It's a big opportunity for him, and the excitement is palpable. What do you think? Are you as hopeful as I am that he'll shine on the international stage? Go All Blacks in the comments. As for the team itself, the anticipation for the Rugby Championship is building. With the squad facing injuries and new faces stepping up, it will be fascinating to see how they gel together. Scott Robertson has a tough job ahead, but he seems to be handling it with a strategic approach. The All Blacks have had their ups and downs recently, and with the likes of Carter stepping into the mix, it's hard not to feel a surge of optimism. Can he become a key player for us? It's exciting to think about the possibilities. What do you think the team needs to focus on as they prepare for this tournament? I'd love to hear your thoughts on Carter, the team's prospects, and who you think might be the standout player this season. Comment below with your opinions, and don't forget to share which city you're cheering from. As always, go All Blacks! Richie Mo'unga is making headlines again as he has signed an 18-month deal with New Zealand Rugby, which means he'll be making a return to the All Blacks scene. This move comes after he took his talents to Japan following the 2023 Rugby World Cup, where he signed a 3-year contract with Toshiba. It's great news for All Blacks fans as we gear up for the future, especially with the Rugby World Cup in Australia around the corner in 2027. Mo'unga is set to rejoin the Crusaders and Canterbury, which is fantastic for both the franchise and the fans. He expressed his deep connection to the Crusaders, stating how much they mean to him, not just as a player but as a person. His excitement to reconnect with the fans and contribute both on and off the field is palpable. It's clear that he's returning with a sense of purpose and a desire to build on the legacy of the franchise. However, the situation isn't without its complications. While his return is a boost for New Zealand Rugby, it's a bit of a mixed bag for the All Blacks and head coach Scott Robertson. The contract's short-term nature means Mo'unga won't be available for Test rugby until October 2026. This unfortunate timing means he'll miss some crucial international matches, including 4 tests against the Springboks. This puts added pressure on him to quickly regain his form and integrate back into the All Black setup ahead of the World Cup. It's worth noting that Robertson will still have strong options at fly half, with Beauden Barrett and Damian McKenzie in the mix. The depth of talent in the All Black squad is a silver lining, but it does raise questions among fans about how Mo'unga will fit into the team dynamics when he returns. Will he be able to reclaim his spot as the first-choice fly half, or will there be fierce competition that keeps him on the sidelines? We'd love to hear your thoughts on this. What do you think about Mo'unga's return? Go All Blacks in the comments. NZR CEO Mark Robinson has praised Mo'unga's talent and leadership, highlighting his proven track record on the biggest stages. It's clear that everyone at NZR is optimistic about his return. Yet, there's a lingering question about what happens after 2027. Mo'unga wants to keep his options open, and with teams likely to compete for his signature, how will that affect his commitment to the All Blacks? As fans, we should be excited about the potential Mo'unga brings to the team, but we also need to consider the implications of his limited availability in the lead-up to the next World Cup. It's a delicate balancing act for everyone involved. What are your thoughts on how the All Blacks should navigate this situation? Comment below with your city and let us know your opinion about Richie Mo'unga and the All Blacks' future.